Yeah, hello. Um, Brethren, I was just in my balcony this afternoon um, reading, and then something came up, and I just came inside to make this video. This, I know, will bless your life. Just please listen to the end. Let me put it in a form of an analogy. There is a player, a soccer player for a nation. Let me name him Player A. His head coach picked him from nothing and then train him to be a good football player, soccer player for the national team. When he started playing, he was good and he's always been good because he took every step and everything that the head coach taught him. There is a tournament that is extremely important to the nation and they want to win it and they were hosting. They did good from the start of the tournament and they made it to the grand finale. During the grand finale, there was a ball that he was supposed to kick out to his goalie. Reason being that he was so tight with his opponent. He kicked the ball to his goalie so he could grasp it and kick it back. But then mistakenly he hit the ball too hard and in a very, very bad acute angle. So his goalie couldn't stop the ball and he ended up scoring himself. This sent the entire support, the entire stadium crazy at him, mad at him. They were mad, they were so angry. He wasn't happy himself. In the course of the tournament, there was a corner kick against them that was kicked by the opponent. And again, he was trying to head the ball out of their 18 area, and it was a very bad deflection he couldn't control, and he ended up scoring himself again. So 2 goals to nil against him on his own motherland, and his nation were boiling at him. The whistle went for the first half of the match, and he was walking down to the dressing room. When he was walking to the dressing room, the players were throwing bottles, throwing cans. They were angry at him because they cannot afford to lose the grand finale. You know, if you lose a grand finale match, your nation becomes angry at you and they don't even remember that you have gone through a whole lot of win to get to the grand finale because sports is so important. All we want is the trophy. So the people were angry. It's 2-0 against them. All own goals by player A in their own land. They were so mad. They were threatening him. They were calling him names. Like the anger was out of control. The police were doing everything to bring peace. It wasn't working. Some of them were trying to jump onto the pitch to hit him. It was so bad. Out of frustration, when he got to the washing room, he went into to the dressing room. Sorry, he went into the washroom, locked himself up, and was about to commit suicide. His colleagues got to know. They were banging on the door, trying to break the door open, but it was too tough to do. They were shouting at him, think about your wife, think about your children, don't be stupid, don't be this, don't be mad. They were saying all sort of things. You see, when you are very confused, there are some kind of approach and advice and statements people make that doesn't make sense to you anymore. That is where this guy was because he was giving up. So somebody ran to get the head coach to tell him what was happening. The head coach came down. When he came down, there was only few things that he said. He knocked the door and he said, "Hey, player A, don't commit suicide. I made you who you are. I picked you from nothing and I trained you. I know what sort of a player you are, and I don't have it in my plans to take you away from the second half of the game. You are going to go back. I'm putting you back because I know you can do it. I believe in your skills and I believe in what you can do because I know you better than the spectators. Those who are making noise didn't train you, I did. Those who are making the noise and throwing the bottles and the cans didn't make you, I did. And I can tell better what you can repair and what you cannot repair. So stop it. Let's go back in the pitch and together with high spirit, let's win that game." These words were touching to player A. He opened the door in tears and the coach gave him a hug, talked to him, and it was time. They got back on the pitch. When they go back on the pitch, right on the first pass that he had, with some holy anger towards success, Some power drove this guy from nowhere. He went straight and he was able to score his opponents 2-1 against them still. The next ball he had, which came from a corner kick, the kind of kick this guy gave was spectacular. 2-2. This guy had a ball around the center circle, kicked it right from the center circle. And before the keeper could think about, is this going to score? The net was shaken. 3-2 in their favor. In no time, the referee whistled for the game to end. So they won by 3-2. Now listen, the same spectators that were calling him names were singing to his praise this time and were calling him hero. They were singing his name. They had his name on all products. They were shouting his name. They were happy for him and with him. You know what I'm going to say? Whatever you are going through in life that has been rough for you, now people are talking. Now people are pointing fingers. Now people are talking behind you, and now people are calling your names. Listen, and listen to me really good. It is just the first half of the game. If you can listen to your inner man, the head coach, which is God, who made you, who gave you all the potentials, if you can stop the suicide mission you are on, if you can stop and not give up, if you can rise up and tell yourself, I can make it, if you can remember the things God had put in you and the relationship He's had with you, if you can put your word together and armor yourself with the word of God and come back into the game live, into the second half of it with a great spirit, you can win that game of life by the time the whistle goes to an end. And believe in God that the people who are calling you names, the people who despise you, the people who hate you, they will come to you and sing your praise. They are the same people who come to you for counsel. They are the same people who come to you to feed, and you would be their help. The same people who hate you today. Now listen, the people who make noise are just spectators. They don't have a voice in your life. They don't have a voice in this game. They don't even know how a football is kicked. You know, we who do not know how a ball is even thrown and kicked and scored, we talk a lot when it comes to our own nation losing matches. So you know what? Those who talk most about the things that are happening around you know less. But if we can allow God, who is the head coach, drive us with His gifts, His power, His grace, His mercy, His love, His protection and provision, drive us back into the field, the second half of our life, and secure us and walk with us and play the game with us, we will come out victorious at the end of the day. Brethren, I just want to encourage you to stop whatever you want to do bad to yourself. Don't give up on life, because it is just the first half that you have seen you have made mistakes. But if you could get back into the second half with great potential that you already have, with great focus and with great mindset, you can win this life and you can emerge a hero, just like this player did at the end of the match. God bless you that you will play the second half of life with great love and great joy, with the power of God behind you and with you, and you will be a hero. I love you, but God loves you most. Remember, don't give up.